Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where I guide you through various significant events in history. Now, we all know World War II, right? The biggest and deadliest conflict in human history. The one that resulted in over 70 million fatalities with more civilians than military personnel killed? Yes, that big mess. We also know that since it is a global war, it has involved countries like America and Japan. Let's talk about that.
The role of America and Japan in World War II, Part 2.
So after the French were defeated by the Germans, Japan was given the opportunity to occupy the French colonies in Asia. This angered the United States, therefore prompting them to freeze all Japan's assets and confiscate its properties in America, making Japan lose access to 3/4 of its overseas trade and a whopping 88% of its imported oil. Japan's oil reserves were only sufficient to last 3 years and only half the time if it went to war and consumed fuel at a more frenzied pace. Remember that the US did not enter war yet, but when General Hideki Tojo, an Imperial Japanese Army general, became Prime Minister of Japan, Japan had prepared itself for a war. This then resulted in the attack on Pearl Harbor, a US military base in Hawaii, by bombing on December 7, 1941, which was decided by Hideki himself. It was a surprise military attack upon the United States to destroy its fleet units, thereby preventing the Pacific Fleet from interfering with Japan's conquest of the Dutch East Indies along with Malaya, and also enabling Japan to conquer Southeast Asia without interference. 4 battleships were then sunk along with 200 destroyed warplanes. And after only a few hours of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, America declared war against Japan, who retaliated by attacking the US colonies in the Pacific, including the Philippines. They had also launched lightning attacks on European colonies in Asia, and by the middle of 1942, the Japanese Empire had extended its territories from Southeast Asia to the islands in the Pacific. War was then declared on the United States by Japan, as did its allies Italy and Germany. Their alliance, the Hitler-Mussolini-Tojo, known as the Axis powers, supported the war declaration. The name Hitler-Mussolini-Tojo is actually the combination of the names of the prime ministers of Germany, Italy, and Japan: Adolf Hitler, Benito Mussolini, and Hideki Tojo. Well, that was a lot to uncover. Did the Axis win, or had the Allied powers recovered and got their power back? We'll see in the next episode. That is all for this video. I hope you learned something new, and stay tuned for more episodes about the events in World War II. Goodbye!